everyone. So today we're going to have the first tasting of my Tropical Session White IPA Batch 4. Now, if you haven't, I would go check out the other ones because usually I refer back to them. I will do a side-by-side of all 5 of them once I get the next one done. But I did brew a 5-gallon batch in the Anvil Foundry. I split it after it was done into 5 1.5-gallon Mr. Beer fermenters and used different yeast. So this is a all-grain batch, 5 gallons, 5 pounds, 8 ounces of 2-row, 4 pounds of white wheat malt. Now, white IPA, a low SRM grain with white wheat should give you what you're looking for. I was thinking that the color would be a little more yellow, like darker yellow, with the 90-minute boil, but it did come out as I've done a couple other ones. 90-minute boil, our first edition is 1 ounce of Warrior at 60 minutes. Then that is it. Whirlpool at 170 for 20 minutes, 0.5 ounces of Amarillo, Centennial, Citra, and 1 ounce of Galaxy. Now this one is using Kveik yeast. It is the Omega Yeast 071. I have to go by my phone. I want to say, I thought I saw something that said lager. Yeah, lager without the lead time of a lager. So, we're going to get a cleaner beer? I don't know. But this one also says to pitch at 90 degrees. So, this says temperature range for this yeast is 68 to 95. It's been, when I brewed this, which would have been, let's say, 35 days ago, 37 days ago, almost 40. It was probably 95 here in Michigan for like a week straight. So I put this in my garage. This one and the next one in my garage. I did check them. I'll put a picture up. I don't think I took it with the cover over it, but I just took my shirts and I put it over it. They're black, so that way none of the light would get in there and it would be as dark as it could be. I did use a temperature gun to see what the temperature was. In the mornings, it was about 85, and in the afternoons, it actually got up to like 102 on the days I checked it. Now, that was at noon each day. So it could have went a little bit over, it could have been a little bit under, but I'm like, I don't have a way to keep both of these at 90, 95 degrees. So that's what I did. So we're going to see if it worked out. Again, I'll put a picture of the package and a picture of the actual fermentation of it. Bottled on 7/1, 5.35. Now, all the other ones came out to be 5.14% ABV. So this one did do a little extra. And on the next one, which I'll talk about in the side-by-side, it was right next to it. So my guess is this one performed a little better in the heat. I don't know. My basements usually say 65 to 68. That's where all the rest of these have been. So let's go ahead and get this open. So Beersmith called for this to be 4.8% ABV and 72 IBUs. So we are a little bit over. Okay hiss, a touch of smoke on there. It scares me just because that airlock was open. It had an airlock, but it wasn't covered. And so, like, what is that going to do to this beer? Now, we could have wild yeast, I'm guessing, could get in there. It's not like there's water in there, so nothing can get into the airlock. It's just a plastic cap that goes on there. So, my guess is anything could get in there, small. So yeast particles flying through from opening the garage door and all that. But hey, we're going to find out. really no head. These last three have not really had a head. What bubbles I do have, and the ring around the outside is white. Yeah. Light yellow in color. I can see these are etched glasses, and right here at the crease, I can see the bubbles from the etch coming up. Other than that, it's hazy. Let's go ahead and smell. Uh-oh. Kind of like a sour citrus. I don't know. Weedy? Maybe sour citrus isn't what I should have said. Huh? I don't know. I'm trying to pull out the passion fruit. All the other ones have had passion fruit. So that's what I was trying to get to. I don't know. I would say it seems like a little sour wheat. Let's just taste it and go from there. Okay, I'm not gonna die. It something like a baked wheat, almost like a wheat bread, is what I get. Undercarbed, smooth, just like all the rest of them. Body's there, maybe a little lighter than medium. Maybe a touch of fruit. But yeah, like a low weedy bread with a little bit of sweetness, a touch of fruit. Citrus? Little citrus in the back. Aftertaste is a little weedy. Like light wheat. Doesn't have really a big taste. Nothing like the other ones. It'll be interesting to compare this one to the next one to see what happened. Yeah, I don't know. There's like a little weedy bread, a little sweet fruit, a little citrus in the back end, hardly any bitterness. It's not bad. It's just, where's all the hops? And so when I filled the fermenters, I filled this one and the other one first. So it would have been drawing more off the bottom. So if the hops were down there after the whirlpool, it should have pulled more in. I think this should have more flavor. Unless you want to say that lager yeast just took everything out and you're left with that wheat, but it's like it would have killed all those hop flavors. Like this one does not taste like those other ones at all. Would I brew this again? No. Was I thinking this was going to turn out well? Actually, no. That's why when I smelled it, I said sour lemon citrus. I didn't know what was going to happen in that garage. If it's truly a lager yeast where you don't have to lager it, it's probably not made for a white IPA. But that's why we're doing these. I will brew some more. Maybe the next batch I'll brew it indoors and just see what it does. Maybe I can find a space that's like 80 degrees or something like that. The temperature here in Michigan is coming down, so maybe I could brew another one and put it out there and it wouldn't get over 95. It's okay, it's drinkable. Would I brew it? Not with those other ones. I'd just brew those other ones. But hey, you live and you learn. That's why we're doing this. So if you enjoyed this video, check some more out over here. And until next time, happy brewing.